Now the topic is evolutionary software process models in software engineering. We'll take the questions now. Which one of the following is not an evolutionary process model? Evolutionary, win-win spiral model, incremental model, concurrent development model, spiral model, all are evolutionary software models. The answer is E, all are evolutionary process models. And the name evolution is quite intuitive because all these models they evolve. For example, spiral model it starts with one round, second round, third round, and for each round they have various quadrants for specific work. And one complete cycle shows that all these you can combine the waterfall with the prototype. So waterfall steps have been taken, and this is how these models evolve. So all these models are evolutionary process model. The second is the incremental model is a result of combination of elements of its two models. Incremental model. So incremental model we have we make some certain thing or a software or product, then we increment it with respect to the requirements. So the answer would be our this C. Each linear sequence produces a deliverable increment of the software, and particularly when we have to quickly deliver a limited functionality system. For that, we combine this linear model along with the prototyping model. Next is what is the major advantage of using incremental model? Customer can respond to each increment, easier to test and debug, it is used when there is a need to get a product to the market early. So we see that answer is D because in B and C, this is easier to test and debug, and we want to market the product as quickly as possible. The incremental model is generally easier to test and debug than other methods of software development because relatively smaller changes are made during each iteration and is popular particularly when we have to quickly deliver the limited functionality. Why we have not taken this option A? This option A can be seen in other models also like RAD model. Hence, we choose this D. The spiral model was originally proposed by whom? Who proposed this spiral model? Can you answer this? The answer is the great Barry Boehm. Next one. The spiral model has two dimensions, namely, first, as I showed you, this is how it is formatted. The formation is like this. So you have two dimensions. So if this is a circle or an ellipse, then this is one, okay, and the other can be like this. So the answer would be our radial. This is radial, and then this is the angular. So the radial dimension of the model it represents the cumulative cost, and the angular dimension it represents the progress which is made in completing each cycle. So this is radial dimension, cumulative cost, while the the angular dimension represents the progress made. So each loop, this is one loop, so there will be other loops also in your spiral model. So each loop of this spiral, from x-axis clockwise through 360 degree, it represents one phase. Sixth, how is win-win spiral model different from spiral model? Win-win spiral from spiral model. Can you answer this? Which one is the true one? Our answer is B. Because except option B, which is it defines the set of negotiation activities at the beginning of each pass around the spiral. So there is a negotiation activity at the beginning. So except all options B, the all other activities they are present in spiral model. Like it defines task required to define resources, timeline, and other project-related information. It defines task required to assess both technical and management risk because risk identification and analysis involved in spiral model. Then it defines task which is required to construct, test, install, and provide user support. But negotiation activity is in win-win spiral model. Identify the disadvantage of spiral model. Which is the disadvantage of spiral model? The answer is A, because high amount of risk analysis. This is the advantage of spiral model. Strong approval and documentation control. This is the advantage of spiral model. And additional functionality this can be added at a later date. This is also advantage of the spiral model. But for A, doesn't work well for smaller projects. This is the disadvantage of the spiral model. Spiral model has user involvement in all its phases. Is it true or false? The answer is false, because spiral model does not involve user at all its phases. Next is, how is incremental model different from spiral model? Incremental model different from spiral model. The answer is A. The progresses can be measured from incremental model. This is how the incremental model is different from the spiral model, because the progresses can be measured from incremental model. Next is, if you were to create client server application or CS applications, which model would you go for? Client server, win-win, spiral, concurrent, and incremental model. The answer is concurrent model. Why? Because when applied to CS applications, the concurrent process model defines activities in two dimensions, a system dimension and a component dimension. So this concurrency is achieved by system and component activities occurring simultaneously, because the concurrency can be achieved by the system and component activities which are occurring simultaneously, and this can be modeled using the state-oriented approach. The next topic is fourth generation techniques. Identify a fourth generation language, 4GL, from these four options which are given below. 4GL. The answer is C. They Fortran, COBOL, C++, they all are third generation languages. Arrange the following activities for making a software product using 4GT or 4GL per se. Design strategy, transformation into product, implementation, requirement gathering. So the arrangement will be the options here. Can you find out the answer? This is A, this is B, C, D. The answer is C, because first we go for requirement gathering, then we go for the design strategy, then we go for implementation, and then transformation into product. Next is 4GL is an example of dash processing. 4GL. Answer is E. Functional processing or testing is also referred to as this black box testing, in which the contents of the black box they are not known to us, and almost anything might be referred to as black box. So an algorithm or the human mind. The functionality of the black box is understood in terms of its input and output. So that is why we answer it as B and C, both black box and functional. So answer will be our E. Now 4GT model is a package of 4GT model, and this answer is software tools. 4GT, it encompasses a broad array of software tools, enabling the software engineer to specify the characteristic at a higher level, leading to an automatically generated source code which is based on these specifications. Now fifth, which of the following is not a type of 4GL? One originating this 4GL, not a type of 4GL. The answer is A. Fifth generation programming language, they are built on Lisp. Next is, in 4GT we can specify the user requirements in graphic notation or small abbreviated language form. The answer is true. Yes, in 4GT we can specify the user requirement in graphic notation or small abbreviated language form. Then we have the next one, productivity of software engineers is reduced in using 4GT. This is false, because 4GLs are very program friendly and they enhance programming efficiency with usage of English-like words and phrases. So thereby they increase the productivity of professionals which are able to engage in the software development. So productivity of software engineers is not reduced but enhanced in using the 4GT. Next is, which of the following 4GLs invented at IBM and subsequently adopted by NCISO as a standard language for managing the structured data? The answer is SQL, A, because C and Java, they are third generation languages, while the Prolog is a 5GL, fifth generation language. Next, what is the major advantage of using 4GT model for producing small scale products, application or programs? Major advantage. The answer is B, reduction in software development time. Since you have automated coding, which is done using case tools and code generations, proponents claims a dramatic reduction in the software development time. The next is, which of the following models has a major disadvantage in terms of coding phase of a software lifecycle model? the answer would be D, 4GT model, of course, because since coding phase is eliminated in 4GT model, more expertise is required for analysis, design, and testing techniques. So these were a few other topics we took. Thank you so much. In software engineering, take care.